Welcome everyone to the Hermitage, the home of Andrew Jackson, our 7th president. My name is Mike Zimmerman. I'm the Director of Interpretation here for this site. Now I want to welcome you to the home and show you the home just as Andrew Jackson would know it in the year 1837. This is the year that Andrew Jackson returns from the White House at the age of 71 for his final retirement in years with his family. Now as you look at the home around you, you are seeing the way that he would know it, but very different than the way that he would have left it in 1829 when he left for the White House. You see, while you see a grand home with its white Greek Revival columns and white facade, it was actually much different originally. When Jackson first built this home, it was only as large as the front porch is wide. It would be actually no columns, no side wings, no balcony, and definitely no white paint. It would be a flat-faced red brick Federalist style home. And that would be the home that Jackson and Rachel would enjoy for 7 years before he leaves for the White House. 4 rooms upstairs, 4 rooms downstairs. Now, while Jackson is in the White House, the room in the house is actually going to get modified twice. And this will be done by his son, Andrew Jr., while the president is serving his administration. So, first in 1831, Andrew Jr. is going to expand the home. Now, he does so for very good reason. First, of course, that is the year that he got married. In 1831, he will meet the beautiful Sarah York of Philadelphia. And after a long courtship of only 3 weeks, the two of them will get married and come home to manage this plantation. When they do, they will expand the home, first adding on the dining room wing, which is the largest wing of the entire house, definitely built for entertaining. On the opposite side, he will have library and office space, and this will be managing the visitors, but then also the business as well of the farm. He will add on the balcony and the columns to go across the front. But originally, there will be 10 skinnier columns across the front. He will add 3 triangle parapets to the roof. What is his idea? To make this home look like a Greek temple. But unfortunately, this home will only look this way for 3 years because in 1834, there will be a fire at this home. Now, this fire will happen because an ember travels up the back family parlor's fireplace, never go out, landing on the eastern cedar roof tiles, and set this entire home ablaze. Now, unfortunately, the water source for this family was at the spring, 250 yards behind the home, so they could never bring up water and any substance to put out the fire. So instead, during this fire, as it slowly burned across the roof, burning off the roof, the second floor, even making its way down to the first, they would spend their time saving the artifacts of the general, starting with his books and papers, but then even moving on to furniture as they could, pulling it out through the doors and windows onto the front lawn while they watched their family home burn. But thankfully, this is a true brick structure. It's 3 bricks thick in the walls, and so by the end of the fire, you still had the shell of the home remaining. 14 rooms and about 8,000 square feet. So it was time to renovate one more time. So in 1834, they would begin the last renovation, and that would give you the look you see before you now. This time, instead of the small, skinny columns, these 6 Greek Revival columns will dominate the house, and the white facade will be put on. Now, if it's starting to remind you of another famous home from our history, well, you're right on the money. The back of the $20 bill that Jackson's on the front of shows the White House, and that's what the home is modeled to look like a bit. Greek Revival reminds you of democracy, freedom, the presidency, all things that Jackson was very proud of, because especially in 1834, he's serving his 2nd term as our 7th president of the United States. So I like to say that when Jackson leaves in 1837 to come home in his retirement, he leaves one White House, but seems to come home to another White House at the end. This would be the home that Jackson would have for the last 7 years of his life as he is here in his retirement, finally, after all the years of service and also all the years as a general in our military as well. So we are about to go into the home, and I will welcome you inside the front door. I thank you for joining us here today on this video, and if you like what you see, always remember you can support the Hermitage in many ways, but mostly go to our website, see what we're up to these days, and go to visit thehermitage.com for more information.